So reply to star question 21A, yes, sir. B, sir, the matter is under process. C, sir, does not arise in view at A above.
Yes, President.
Mr. Speaker, sir, those who are intending to take loan from the banks, especially the State Bank of India, they have to create equitable mortgage on land and buildings. And since the notified center is in Shillong only, it seems, the people from Garhwal's region, they have to go long way to Gwalpara in the state of Assam, since Gwalpara is nearer comparing with Shillong. So I would like to request the government, since from the reply I could understand that the matter is under process, so that the government will be expeditiously completing its process and setting up this notified center in Tura at least.
So as I mentioned, the matter is definitely under process, sir, and it will be done very, very soon, sir.
Can I get the assurance from the Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Speaker, sir, within timeline?
So timeline I will not be able to give right now because I don't have the entire procedure which has to be followed. But just to give a background of this entire issue, what the Honorable Member has raised is an issue that has been going on, sir, since 1972. And many letters were sent, many proposals were sent to the Law Department, to the Revenue Department, and certain other provisions of the Land Transfer Act were brought in during that time. Even in 2012, the earliest, the Law Department gave a view that this cannot be done because of the Land Transfer Act issue, because this involves the land deed to be given to the banks. So they interpreted it in a manner where they said that the land document given to the bank entails handing over the land to the thing. So therefore, Land Transfer Act issues are there. So recently, we have pursued this very aggressively, and the AG, the Advocate General of our state, has given a very positive response to this, saying that that view that was given in 2011 by the Law Department is incorrect. And based on the views of the AG, we have started processing this now, sir. So therefore, I can assure the Honorable Member that it will be done, but the time frame, it will be difficult for me to say right now, but it will be done very, very soon.
No, Mr. Speaker, sir, my question is, yeah, there is a problem in Land Transfer Act. The system is different in the state of ours. But the notified center is there in Shillong. The logic is, since Shillong is further in comparing with Gwalpara, people from Garhwal's region are opting to go to Gwalpara. Even if it is done in Gwalpara, land cannot be transferred, since the banks are taken as non-tribal entity. So when it is being done in Gwalpara, just shifting of the location only to be in Tura, as simple as that. So I think if the government desires, because in the last pandemic, during pandemic time, people were facing lots of difficulties. That only knocked in my mind to raise this issue in this August House, sir, to appraise the government.
Sir, that is exactly my answer to the Honorable Member's question and query, that this issue has been there for a long time. And as I said, the last in 2011, when I presume the Honorable Member also was a minister in the government, that time also the Law Department gave a view that this, equitable mortgage cannot be done in Tura because of the Land Transfer Act issue. So therefore, it was pending from that time. So when we came into the government, we realized this issue. We moved with the Law Department, we moved with the AG, we went into the legal aspects of it and realized that it is not an issue at all. So Tura can be, can be notified as Equitable Mortgage Center. The region can be notified, I'm sorry, and whichever banks come in that region can then take the equitable mortgage. So therefore, this issue is in the process of being resolved. What I'm trying to tell the Honorable Member is the background on why this was taking so long and why it was not done, because of the wrong legal opinions that were given at that point in time. But now, as I said, we have rectified that. We found the way forward, and I'm ensuring the members of the House and the state as a whole that this will be done. Just the timing is a factor which requires some procedural matters. So with this 1 day, 2 days, 10 days, 1 month, I cannot tell that time frame. That's all I'm saying. But it is definitely going to be done, sir.
This matter seems to be quite sensitive, actually. Our people, like, those who are not knowing about the CAA, ILP and all, they're still fighting. And then moreover, if this land equitable, land mortgage equitable comes in, then matter need to be addressed seriously, actually, because our area is a scheduled area. So that way, I think there might be some kind of a class in between because once you mortgage the land, it becomes the non-tribal, as said by one of the member. So this might be quite sensitive to our people. So looking at the whole aspect, I want our government to address it seriously before taking into consideration or maybe taking the final decision. This is my suggestion, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Sir, as mentioned, so the question here of transferring the land to non-tribal entity does not arise. It's simply a mortgage only, and it is meant to facilitate the entire process of taking loan from the banks. So that's what the idea is. So therefore, it's a center. Today, the people have to go to Gwalpara, people have to come to Shillong. So therefore, if that logic were to apply, then even Shillong cannot be a center, sir. So therefore, all these aspects are very complicated. So therefore, this is being done with proper precaution. This is being done with keeping all these aspects in mind. And this is a normal procedure that takes place where Shillong is already doing it. So people from Garo Hills have to come all the way to Shillong to execute this equitable mortgage. So the idea is simply to give that center and the power to Tura also, so that people don't have to travel all the way to Gwalpara and to Shillong. So therefore, this matter need not be of great concern. It's just a procedural matter, sir.
Mr. Speaker, it happened one day, like our people, especially, even in the business sector also, they doesn't know how to do much of the business. They don't have the idea. No marketing, not at all. Even if they happen to take loan, I've seen one or two members from the Garo Hills who has already mortgaged their land. Now they have handed over to the department. Now one of the department is that MGCCL. He has taken over that particular land because that guy who has taken that particular loan for the cashew nut factory, MIDC, I think so, yeah, MIDC. Now that guy cannot claim back the land and they cannot repay. So automatically that particular department has to claim that land. And then now it becomes the, that particular land has gone to that particular department. So it becomes a non-tribal entity already. So that's why in the future, lots of people from the Garos, they will start taking the loan, but at the end, they will not have the, they will not be able to repay back the loan that they have taken. So in the process, especially in repaying that particular loan, there might be some problem because they will definitely, catch up the loan. Thank you.